This is a sewer line inspection for Laura Crook at her personal residence. Here we have...
Is it possible to just get it cleaned out today as well? Is that a possibility?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
We don't do the cleanings ourselves.
Oh, okay.
But normally it's between $100 and $200
Okay.
to clean a line.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now we're looking at the connection to the city sewer.
Okay.
And it is offset, but it's actually within tolerances. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Nothing needs to be repaired on that connection. It's a clay pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely got some offsets in the line, but so far nothing that looks like it would need repairs.
Okay.
There's a little hairline crack here that doesn't look like it's causing any damage either.
Okay, good.
And I'm pulling back through the street right now. The rest of the joints so far look really good, really tight, and no issues. There's no roots so far.
Oh, that's good. That's surprising with that kind of street.
Yeah, a little bit of an offset. Let's see, what is this? Just another joint. Another joint. I don't think we've gotten to the big tree yet.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I think, is where we're coming onto property. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. And then this is just, looks like maybe some debris. The thing about clay is that it doesn't rust, it doesn't corrode, it doesn't really age as you would typically think something ages. So it doesn't have a life limit.
Okay.
Could last for hundreds and hundreds of years. In fact, they have clay supply lines for some of the artesian wells in Italy that have been there for like 400 or 500 years, still working.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So it's really just a matter of doing root maintenance.
Okay.
And that keeps them from getting broken or cracked. But right now, all the stuff that you have that's underneath the city property is doing just fine.
Oh, good.
In fact, I haven't seen any roots yet. So here's some roots coming in, just very moderate. We're at 89 feet, so we're getting into the front yard area, probably close to that tree now. Nothing. Very few roots in this line. I would recommend it gets a cleaning in about 6 months if I don't see anything more than what I've seen. Little hairline crack here. A plumber, if he's not being completely straight with you, would try and sell you on fixing this.
Okay.
But it's not going to cause any issues. It's not needed.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Okay, here we got some more roots coming in.
Oh, there they are.
A little bit. They're not really filling the pipe yet, so we're still looking all right. A little bit thicker now. I think we're probably right near the house by this time, based off of my foot measurements. And that's a little crack here. This is getting a little bit bigger, but it's still okay. Something that you might want to have a look at in another 5 years or so.
Oh, okay.
See if it got any bigger. Then here we got a lot of roots. And some cracking. You see, this is something that'll happen when you get the roots start getting really thick. Starts to sort of put too much strain and stress on the pipe.
Okay.
And it will start to crack like this. I'd have to see this after it was cleaned out to say if it really needs to be repaired or not. Chances are about 50-50 on whether or not it would be a good idea, but it's there's really no chance that this is going to cause you any sort of a serious problem.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is something that if you were buying the house, I would say clean it out, let me look at it, see if you need to replace it or not. It's probably a few feet deep in the front yard, so it's probably not a big issue in terms of cost.
Okay.
But now that you own the house, it's not something that I would put on your high priority list.
Okay.
Particularly.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of roots here, though. There's obviously a lot of pipe I can't really see. It's likely that it's been stressed a lot by the roots that are there. And so it's just this one little section here. If they did replace this or repair it, they could repair it with a plastic, which is immune to root intrusions.
Okay, so it would just be like a patch job. It wouldn't be the whole line.
Right. And it really looks to me to be very isolated where these roots are coming in, probably right around that tree. I think that was the tree in the front yard. You got a little bit more coming in there. Yeah, you just got a lot of roots coming in here. When did you say you did the last maintenance?
I think it was when we bought the house, so it was in May of 2012.
Okay, so yeah, I would say every year can keep you from backing up. And if they do any repairs on the line, to install a clean out like this, but like at the beginning, gives you a better effect with the cleaners. Yeah, we do definitely. Okay, and then we go into the underneath the house. So this is the ideal location for a clean out would be right here, which is right in the front yard, right next to all those sprinkler controls.
Okay.
But the pipe from there back is this cast iron.
Okay.
And cast iron takes about 80 years to completely rust out. And do you know when the house was built by chance?
1926.
26. So we're a little over 80 years right now for the age of this. I'm going to just give a good look for it to see if I have any roots coming into the line or see if I can see any holes. And then after that, I would say every couple of years have it looked at to see when the roots start coming in, and then you'll know with a fairly good advance warning when it needs to be replaced.
Okay.
Cast iron doesn't just fail overnight. It takes quite some time. It's actually, when it's new, it's the strongest of all the different types of pipe. Just rusts and it gets thinner and thinner and thinner as it rusts, and then it goes into plastic here. And the plastic is good for a couple hundred years of use without any trouble. So actually you have about 25 feet of plastic underneath the house that I can see. This is probably the new access that they put in. Because I don't see any tie-ins to this. So this is what they were talking about. They ran this all the way under the house and attached it to the line to make it easier for people to get in and look at it. Do stuff with it. Yeah, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just do a quick location on that pipe that has all the roots coming into it, so we have a little bit of a positive info on that, rather than what we have remembered from the past on it. Okay, so I'll locate this, and then I'll locate where all the roots are stopped.
Okay.
So I'll know that.
So exciting.
Yeah. Here, let me just turn off the video. Okay. And if you want, I can send you a